Hi, I'm Liam, and this is my story. I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome when I was 5 years old. If you don't know exactly what Tourette syndrome is, it's a neurological disorder that causes involuntary movements and sounds called tics. They're things I can't simply choose to stop. When I was little, my tics came and went. Some seasons were easier than others, but around 4th and 5th grade, everything changed. My tics became impossible to hide. I would screech loudly in class, grind my teeth, bite the inside of my cheeks until they bled, hold my breath, and develop countless other painful tics. School became one of the hardest places to be. I was bullied, misunderstood, and often felt like no one wanted to be around me. Even at home, life wasn't always the safe place I wish it could be. Then something unexpected happened. During middle school, my tics almost disappeared. For a while, life felt normal, but that wouldn't last. When COVID hit during my freshman year of high school, I spent months isolated at home. Looking back, that's when everything began to unravel. My tics gradually became more severe than they'd ever been before. I lost sleep, some tics became so violent that I started coughing up blood. I ended up in the emergency room multiple times, including one visit where I had a severe reaction to a medication that looked a lot like a seizure. In the middle of all that fear, I started leaning into my faith. I became more involved at church, started therapy, and slowly began rebuilding my relationship with God. A little later, I switched to a homeschooling program and finished high school much faster than I ever expected. Around that same time, I went to a church camp in Colorado that completely changed my life. It deepened my faith, and it was also where I discovered something I didn't know about myself. I could sing.
I still wonder what her laugh sounds like, if she loves slow drives on summer nights.
Music became more than just a hobby. It became a way to process everything I was living through. But while my passion was growing, my health wasn't. By 2024, my tics had reached a point where they controlled almost every part of my life. I had to leave my job so I could focus on my health, and my depression became just as overwhelming as my physical symptoms. Toward the end of the year, everything came to a breaking point. One of my tics caused me to press in my eye so hard that I injured it. I was admitted to the hospital, expecting treatment for my eye, but things quickly became much more serious. Some of the medications I was given made my tics dramatically worse. My body would seize with violent muscle contractions. I began coughing up blood again. Eventually, I was moved to the ICU, where the doctors did everything they could just to stabilize me. When I finally went home, the battle wasn't over. The months that followed were some of the hardest in my life. There were days I couldn't take care of myself. Most of the time was spent in bed because my tics were so constant and exhausting. My body would overheat, which only made the tics worse. It became an endless cycle. And through every single one of those days, my mom was there. She never stopped fighting for me. She covered me with ice cold towels to help cool my body. When that wasn't enough, she and her boyfriend filled ice baths just to give me a little relief. She spent countless hours calling doctors, pushing insurance companies, scheduling appointments, and refusing to give up until we found another option. I honestly don't know where I'd be without her. Eventually, my neurologist recommended deep brain stimulation, DBS. It was a scary decision, but it also felt like the only chance I had to get my life back. As we began talking seriously about DBS, I quickly realized I wasn't fighting this battle alone. My entire medical team went above and beyond for me. My neurologist believed this surgery could change my life and worked tirelessly to move the process forward. The nurses and office staff answered countless phone calls. My doctors and ultimately my surgeon all treated me like more than just another patient. They listened, they cared, and they fought alongside my family to give me the help I needed. What normally can take many months happened in about 1 month because so many people were willing to work together on my behalf. I'll always be grateful for the incredible people who helped make this possible. After weeks of waiting, surgery day finally came. My brothers, close friends, and family members surrounded me before the operation. I remember feeling overwhelmed, not with fear, but with gratitude. I realized just how many people were carrying me through something I couldn't carry alone. The surgery went well, but recovery took time. The DBS device wasn't turned on right away, and even after it was, it took several more weeks before I started noticing a difference. But eventually, I did. Today, my tics are dramatically better than they were a year ago. My mental health is healthier than it has been in a long time. I've continued therapy, physical rehabilitation, healthier eating, and rebuilding my strength one day at a time. Recovery has also given me pieces of my life back that I honestly thought I lost. I've been able to get back into exercising and even return to rock climbing. I've continued writing and recording music, something that's become one of my greatest passions. I even found a dog who's now beginning service dog training, which has been another incredible step forward. None of these things happen overnight, but every milestone, no matter how small, reminds me just how far I've come. Recovery isn't one big moment, it's thousands of small ones. Looking back, I don't just see pain. I see the people who refuse to leave my side. I see the doctors who never stopped searching for answers, friends and family who kept showing up, a God who stayed with me when I couldn't see a way forward. And most of all, I see my mom, the person who carried hope for me when I didn't have any left. My name is Liam Coppage. I made it through the hardest season of my life. Tourette syndrome changed my life, but it doesn't get to write the ending. I do.